support, a great sponsor of the Australian Hotel. That was Hugh Miles, number 55 on the draw. That was Stevie Nicks, owned by Hugh Miles. Left working area before time, so will be a 0. So Stevie Nicks was signed by Stevie Ray Vaughan out of Honey There Aiken. So that'll be a total of 180 there for Hugh over the 2 rounds, 180. Also, heads up after the Open Derby final this coming Friday, all competitors and owners and our workers invited to the bar on the Friday night after the Derby final for a free sausage sizzle, presentation of the Australian Hotel finalist shirts for the Open Futurity, and our final draw in Calcutta. That'll be all happening at the bar facilities after Open Derby final on Friday night. So they'll be all drawn it out of the hat to see where you'll draw for your Open Futurity slot on that Saturday evening. As we're going to move to Jackson Gray, number 56 on the draw from Perga. This is Nine Tails Smart, owned by the Sunkissed Quarter Horse Stud. So Nine Tails Smart is the name of this one. This is a gelding side by Jewel Smart Ray out of Caddo Nine Tails. Was bred by the Barbara Williams at the Sunkissed Quarter Horse Stud. So good luck to Jackson.
Drinking dark whiskey, telling white lies. One leads to another on a Saturday night. Don't you cross your heart unless you hope to die. Drinking dark whiskey, telling white lies. Well, the first drop burns, but the second one goes down slow. Then that old black label gets a hold of you. It loosens your tongue, but it never tells the truth. Drinking dark whiskey, telling white lies. One leads to another on a Saturday night. Don't you cross your heart unless you hope to die. Drinking dark whiskey, when the bottle starts talking, be careful what he might say. He talks in the dark like he never would in the day. Then he gets in trouble just as soon as he gets away.
That was Jackson Gray from Perga right there. That was Nine Tails Smart, owned by the Sunkissed Quarter Horse Stud. Did leave working area before time, so will be a 0. So Nine Tails Smart was signed by Jewel Smart Ray out of Cat 09 Tails. So So that'll be a total of 200. It was a total of 200 there for Jackson Gray. So we'll move to our next competitor, Phil Dawson. Number 57 on the draw from Bingara. So this will be Meticulous, owned by Jim Lyons. So Meticulous is the name of this one. So this is a mare that's side by Heavy Metal out of Yulgabar Night Demons, was bred by James Lyons. So next one to go here today. Then we'll have Tyler Hodgman, Brett Peachy, then Jason Leach, then Tyler Hodgman. So also competitors, the practice pens will be closing after this herd as well. So the practice pens will be closing after this herd as well. So all eyes glued on Phil Dawson right now. Meticulous is the name of this one, owned by Jim Lyons, about to cross the showtime line today. Open Futurity, brought to us by the Australian Hotel. Go round number 2. So this is number 57 on the draw.
I'm a hard-working man. I wear a steel hard hat. I can ride rope, a hammer and paint, do things with my hands that most men can't. I can't get ahead no matter how hard I try. I'm getting really good at barely getting by. Got everything I own by the sweat of my brow. From my four-wheel drive to my cowboy boots, I owe it all to my blue-collar roots. Feel like I'm working overtime on a runaway train. I got to bust loose from this ball and chain. I'm a hard-working man. I got it all on the line for a piece of the promised land. And I'm burning my candle at both ends. About the only way to keep the fire going is to outrun the wind. Come Friday night, I like to party hard. I carry on with the Cadillac cutie, spend my whole week's pay on some weekend beauty. Come Monday morning, I'm the first to arrive. I ain't nothing but business, y'all, from 9 to 5. I'm a hard-working man. I got it all on the line for a piece of the promised land. And I'm burning my candle at both ends. That's the only
Well, thank you very much there, Phil. That was Phil Dawson from Bingara, New South Wales. That was Meticulous, owned by Jim Lyons, that one. that was meticulous. We got to see that was a mare that was side by Heavy Metal out of Yulgabar Night Demons. So our next four to show, we'll see Tyler Hodgman, Brett Peachy, Jason Leach, and then Tyler Hodgman. So that'll be our next four to show here today. In our Open Futurity, brought to us by the Australian Hotel.
T-shirt ain't afraid to work. Got a what are you looking at, pretty boy smirk? Cold beer, hot wings, Wrangler, skull ring. Get just what you see. Gun rack, ball cap, don't take no crap. Ain't a pretty boy toy, I'll rock you steady, rough and ready.
So 205 with a review there for Phil, 205 with a review, so an unofficial total of 409. So we'll move to Tyler Hodgman, number 58 on the draw from Glen Innes, New South Wales. This is Red Hot Metal, owned by Serge Rowland. This one's a gelding, side by Heavy Metal at A Lady So Smart, and was bred by Sandra Gleason.
See you got your eye on this old cowboy, and I can tell you never had one for your own, or you never been around one. Now you're thinking that you found one. Well, it might be kind of fun to take him home.
You giggle every time that I say yes, ma'am, and I get this feeling if I held you tight, you'd be seeing his and hers, buckles, boots, and spurs, but that's a feeling you'll get over overnight.
What you gonna do with a cowboy when that old rooster crows at dawn? When he's lying there instead of getting out of bed and putting on his boots and getting gone. What you gonna do when he says, honey, I got a half a mind to stay? What you gonna do with a cowboy when he don't saddle up and ride away? See, it takes a special kind of woman to put up with a life a cowboy leads. 'Cause his boots are always muddy, and his beer-drinking buddies, they'll camp out on your couch and never leave.
Don't even start to think you're gonna change him.
You'd be better off to try to rope the wind.
What he is what you got.
And he can't be what he's not. And honey, you can't hide him from your friends. So what you gonna do with a cowboy when that old rooster crows at dawn? When he's lying there instead of getting out of bed, putting on his boots and getting gone. What you gonna do when he says, honey, I got a half a mind to stay? What you gonna do with a cowboy when he don't saddle up and ride away?
Well, thank you very much there, Tyler. That was Tyler Hodgman from Glen Innes, New South Wales. That was number 58 on the draw. That was Red Hot Metal, owned by Serge Rowland. So that was side by Heavy Metal out of Lady So Smart. So our next four to show, we'll have Brett Peachy, Jason Leach, Tyler Hodgman, then Hugh Miles. That'll be our next four to show. So 218 there for Tyler, 218, so that'll be a total of 438 over the two rounds, so that'll put him in the top 15 to make the finals, 438 over the two rounds. So we'll now move to the man from St. George, Brett Peachy. Make His Memory is the name of this one, owned by Brett Peachy. This one, a mare that was side by Haymaker out of Burry Holly Perry Weekle, was bred by the Star Park Quarter Horses in Wondai, Queensland. Good luck to Brett Peachy.
before. You hardly ever saw Granddaddy down here. They only come a town about twice a year. You buy 100 pounds of yeast and a copper line. Everybody knew that it made moonshine. Now the revenue man wanted Granddaddy bad. Headed up a holler of everything he had. For my time, but I've been told you never come back from Copperhead Road. Now Daddy ran a whiskey in a big black Dodge. Bought it at an auction at the Mason's Lodge. Johnson County Sheriff painted on the side. He just shot a coat of primer and looked inside. Well, him and my uncle tore that engine down. I still remember that rumbling sound. Then the sheriff came around in the middle of the night. Heard Mama cry.
Well, thank you very much there, Brett. That was Brett Peachy from St. George. That was Maker's Memory, owned by Brett Peachy.
When the rain's pouring down.
So Maker's Memory was a mare that was sired by Haymaker out of Burry, Holly, Periwinkle.
Where I'll be safe and sound.
So our next four we'll see Jason Leach, Tyler Hodgman, Hugh Miles and Lindsay Wheatley. So that'll be our next four to show today.
She don't walk the floor, but she worries about me. Oh, when her love has no strings, shackles or chains, but I'm holding on for dear life.
So 207 there for Brett, 207, which will be a total of 207 over the 2 rounds, 207. Also right now the bubble's sitting at 428. Their competitors, breeders and trainers, get it back to the top 15, 428. So Jason Leach is going to be next to go, our next competitor. Thank you very much to Sunkist Quarter Horses is a breeding facility situated at Perga, Queensland, possessing some very well-performed mares by some of the top Australian and international sires. We believe in breeding versatile horses and have been well associated in both in the cutting and the cant draft industries for many years. We strive to breed to domestic international stallions of quality. Our coming 2022 prodigy will include Jewel Smart Ray from Metallic Rose and Metallic Cat from the General's Daughter, with Metallic Cat to be born as well. Smooth as a Cat and Don't Stop Believin', to name a few. Sunkist is very proud this year to be involved with sponsoring the Non-Pro Open Futurity and the Non-Pro Classic Challenge in the Blonde River Cutting. We wish everyone much luck and remember, enjoy the ride. All eyes glued on Springshaw competitor number 60. Bull and Nickel is the name of this one, owned by Mark and Shelley Ruff and Diggers Rest, Victoria. Just say gelding, that was sired by Metallic Cat at a one-time Serena and was bred by Mark Ruff. So next one to cross the Showtime line today, so good luck to Jason Leach here on our Tuesday afternoon. Now Open Futurity, the Australian Hotel, bringing us this one. Make sure you head on down to the Australian Hotel and support our great sponsor for dinner here today. Good luck to Jason Leach, number 60 on the draw.
try to teach 'em right from wrong, but it's still gonna turn 'em on. When they go riding in the middle of a pickup truck, blaring Leonard Skinner yelling, you can raise her up a lady, but there's one thing you just can't avoid. Ladies love country boys.
Thank you very much there, Jason. That was Jason Leach from Spring Shore. That was number 60 on the draw, Buller Nickel, owned by Mark and Shelley Ruff. That was side by Metallic Cat at a one-time Serena. So our next four to show here today, we'll have Tyler Hodgman, then we'll have Hugh Miles, then Lindsay Wheatley, then Dean Holden. So 214 on that showing, 214, which will be a total of 428 over the two rounds. 428, so that'll put him on the bubble right now, 428. So we'll now move to Tyler Hodgman's going to be next to go, our next competitor. Thank you very much to the Australian Hotel. The 20-room motel at the Australian Hotel includes twin rooms with large queen's beds, with en-suites and fridge. 11-room hotel offers the real country pub experience. So we'll now move to Tyler Hodgman's going to be next to go. From Glen Innes, this is Now ICU, owned by Wayne Powell. This one's a mare that was sired by E.B.'s Phalaris out of Instant Sweet Oak and was bred by D&S Williams out of Glen Innes, New South Wales. Start that again there for Tyler here today. Now Open Futurity brought to us by the Australian Hotel. Just a heads up, on the Friday night after the Open Derby final has concluded, invited everyone up for a free sausage sizzle. And we've got the bar facilities, and we'll do the draw for the Open Futurity. That'll be happening on Friday night, but let's watch Tyler Hodgman. Thank you very much there, Tyler. That was Tyler Hodgman from Glen Innes. That was number 61 on the draw. That was Now I See You, owned by Wayne Powell. So Now I See You as a mare was side by EB's Phalaris out of Instant Sweet Oak. So our next four to show, we'll have Hugh Miles, Lindsay Wheatley, Dean Holden, then Phil Dawson. So there'll be a next four to show. A round of applause for Tyler Hodgman. 223, ladies and gentlemen, 223. So that'll give him a total of 441 over the two rounds. So that'll put him in the finals for sure. So that'll mean we'll have the bubble now around 430 will be the bubble right now. So nice job there for Tyler. We'll see him back in the finals on Saturday. So we'll now move to Hugh Miles. It's going to be next to go. Number 62 on the draw from Tamworth. PCD Louis Moore, owned by Terence Snow, is our next one to showcase right here. This is a mare side by Cataloo out of Moore Spoonful. It was bred by Peter Drennan. So next one to go. So thank you very much to the Australian Hotel. The main bar at the Aussie is fully equipped with TAB and Keno services. A large choice of tap beer, a wide range of bottled beverages and premium spirits. Get on down to the Aussie and St George.
Girl, I'll be over there with my buddies drinking beer. If you need me, come and get me when you hear our song. In a little while, when you're ready, shoot me that smile. That way I'll know that it's time to go and you got your buzz on. We won't ever look as good as we do now, so let's take another shot, drink another round, hug on one another, talk about each other, stay until they kick us out. Nothing like love in a college town. All the rumors fly. Did you hear who hooked up last night? Thought she was all about, 'cause all she talked about was some old boy back home. There's a what's his name? He just can't seem to graduate. He's hitting on the new crop, buying them lemon drops. Man, that's just wrong. We won't ever look as good as we do now, so let's take another shot, drink another round, hug on one another.
That was Hugh Miles right there from Tamworth. That was PCD Louis Moore, owned by Terence Snow. Did leave working area before time, so will be a 0. So that'll be a total of 214 over the two rounds, 214. So we've got Lindsay Wheatley's going to be next to go. Then we have Dean Holden, Phil Dawson, Dean Holden, then Corey Holden will be our last competitor here today in our Open Futurity. Go round number 2. So Lindsay Wheatley, number 63 on the draw. So thank you once again to Foresight. To extend the athletic career of your horse, you need to care for their joints. Keep them performing at their best with Foresight. Buy it from your vet today. So all eyes glued on Carimba Victorian competitor, number 63 on the draw, Mrs. Lindsay Wheatley. This is Lady Fairy Tale, owned by Mark and Shelley Ruff down there, Diggers Rest, Victoria. So next one to go right now. So Lady Fairy Tale. This one a mare and side by EB's Phalaris out of Fair Lady Flash and was bred by the Shumack family in Loombra, New South Wales. Thank you very much there, Lindsay. That was Lindsay Wheatley from Corimba, Victoria. That was number 63 on the draw. That was Lady Fairy Tale, owned by Mark Rupp. So that was a mare that was signed by EB's Phalaris out of Fair Lady Flash. So we've got 4 more to go. Dean Holden, Phil Dawson, then Dean Holden, then Corey Holden will wind things down here today. Well, a round of applause for Lindsay. 221, ladies and gentlemen, and will be our new aggregate leader. 445 over the 2 rounds, so a round of applause for Lindsay. So that'll make the bubble right now 432 right now. So 432 will be the bubble. So we'll move to Dean Holden's going to be next to go. Number 64 on the draw. This is Royal King Cole, owned by Samantha Stepnell out of Lexington, Victoria. So Royal King Cole is where we're looking at. So this one's a gelding side by NRR Cat King Cole out of Little Royal Ruby, was bred by Samantha Stepnell. So next one to cross the Showtime line, our 4th last competitor here today on day number 4. So we watch the Australian Hotel Open Futurity go round number 2. So all aim to be back in that top 15 final. That'll feature on Saturday. Also be doing the draw and a sausage sizzle on Friday night after the Open Derby final over the bar facilities. So that's when we'll be doing our draw for our Open Futurity and all get together and have a barbecue as well. So all eyes glued on Dean Holden right now. Thank you very much to Sunkist Quarter Horse Stud as a breeding facility situated at Perga, Queensland, possessing some very well performed mares by some of the top Australian and international sires. We believe in breeding versatile horses and have been well associated in both the cutting and care draft industries for many years. So Dean Holden's where we're looking at right now.
Cigar and he stuck his hand out. He said, son, have we got a deal for you? I'm gonna make you a star, give you 50,000 too. I told him my mama didn't raise no fool. I'll take your money, I'll make you move it. I can tell you right now, I was born to boogie.
Dean Holden right there with Royal King Cole, owned by Samantha Stepnell. Did leave working area before time, so will be a 0. So that'll be a total of 206 over the 2 rounds there for Dean on that one. So Royal King Cole was signed by NRR Cat King Cole at a Little Royal Ruby. So we'll move to our third last competitor today. Will be Phil Dawson, number 65 on the draw. Thank you very much to Mavericks Western Wear. Mavericks stocks a wide variety of well-known international brands. These brands include Serratelli felt hats, men's and ladies cinch apparel, Panhandled Slim and rock and roll denim apparel, Double C Company jeans, belay boots, Maverick straw and felt hats. So Phil Dawson from Bingara, New South Wales, number 65 on the draw. This is Reminiscence, owned by... Double checking though, Phil Dawson Cutting Horses written on here. So, So Jason Bowden owns this one. We're about to watch right now. Jason Bowden mount this one. So Reminiscence, what we're looking at right now. This one is a mare, side by Jill Smart Ray out of Miss Calamity Jane, was bred by Nicky Barrard.
Gotta find something to ease my mind. Gotta get off of you. You tear at my heartstrings one more time with what you're putting me through. I'm not much on hanging around where I'm not wanted at all. I'm not gonna be your lovesick clown waiting for your beck and call. I'm gonna get alive. That's what I'm gonna do. So starting now, you can find one too. I'm gonna get alive like I should have done a long time ago. Before you wreck this one. This will be the last time you spin your wheels, leaving like a maniac. You don't care about the way I feel. There's no need in coming back. I'm gonna get alive. That's what I'm gonna do. So starting now, well, you can find one too. I'm gonna get alive like I should have done a long time ago. Before you wreck this one. I'm gonna get alive. That's what I'm gonna do. So starting now, well, you can find one too. I'm gonna get alive like I should have done a long time ago. Before you wreck this one. Yeah, I'm gonna get alive before the getting's done.
Thank you very much there, Phil. That was Phil Dawson from Bingara. That was a Reminiscence, owned by Jason Bowden. So that was a mare side by Jill Smart Ray out of Miss Calamity Jane. So we've got two more to show today. They're cutting fans, Dean Holden, then Corey Holden.
He cussed, kicked the dust, saying, son, it's way too dry. The clouds up in the city, the weatherman complains. But where I come from, rain is a good thing.
So 216 for that showing there for Phil. So that'll be a total of 434 over the two rounds. As we'll move to Dean Holden, number 66 on the draw. This is He's a Skilly Ray, owned by Jay Johnson. This is a gelding side by Jill Smart Ray out of She's a Skilly Cat and was bred by Jay Johnson. This one's owned by Samantha Stepnell.
Ain't nothing like a kiss out back in the barn, wringing out our soaking clothes, riding out a thunderstorm.
Well, the well went dry and the cow did too. Daddy didn't know what to started up a band. Sister put a sign on the roof. Daddy bought a case of 90 proof. Now we call it the Cadillac Ranch. They're parking cars in the old pea patch. There's a bar in the barn and the place stays packed till the cows come home at Cadillac Ranch. Now the only thing that we raise is cane. You don't need the sun or rain, just neon lights and some ice cold beer. Keeps everything green around here. Mama takes the cash at the door. Brother and me keep them out on the floor. Sister sets them up at the bar. Daddy kicks back with a big cigar. Now we call it the Cadillac Ranch. They're parking cars in the old pea patch. There's a bar in the barn and the place stays packed till the cows come home at Cadillac Ranch. Well, we gave all the cows away, and now the only horns around here today are the ones up on the grill of a genuine 50.
Thank you very much there, Dean. That was Dean Holden from Seymour, Victoria. That was He's a Skilly Ray, owned by Samantha Stepnell. So that was signed by Jewel Smart Ray out of She's a Skilly Cat. We got one more to show here today in our Open Futurity, brought to us by our friends at the Australian Hotel. We'll find out a cut. Still the bubbles around that 432. There's two of them, around 15th, 16th. So 219 there for Dean, 219. With a total of 429 over the two rounds, 429 over the two rounds. So we've got one more to show here today. Thank you very much to the Australian Hotel for being our great sponsor for our Open Futurity. So make sure you head on down and grab yourself some dinner here today as we're finishing early. Support our great sponsor of the Open Futurity at the Australian Hotel here in downtown St. George. So thank you very much to all our cattle suppliers today here on day number 4. We'll be back again once again tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We'll watch our last competitor of the day here today. Will be Corey Holden from Cobram, Victoria. Number 67 on the draw. This is Have a Break Pop, owned by Robert Watchhorn. This one a gelding that was signed by Kit Kat Sugar out of My Pop's Jewel Ray, was bred by Watchhorn and Johnston. So next, our final one to wind things down in our Open Futurity, brought to us by the Australian Hotel. So thank you very much to the Australian Hotel, whether it's a range of TVs offering sport, their live music in the beer gardens, their family-orientated bistro, or you're just stopping by for a cold schoonie, there is something suitable for everyone at the Aussie at St. George. So Corey Holden right now, number 67 on the draw, about to cross the showtime line for our last competitor of the day on day number 4. Also, the practice pens are closing once this herd has finished. So the practice pens will be closing. So thank you very much to all our fans that have come out today watching our event here today on day number 4. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you've been enjoying some of the great show horses on show in our Open Futurity go-round number 2. Let's watch Corey Holden with Have a Break Pop, owned by Robert Watchhorn.
Everybody else just walk through that door. Well, hello, T-R-O-U-B-L-E. Tell me what in the world you doing, L-O-N-E. Yeah, I say, hey, good L-O-O-K-I-N-G. Well, I smell T-R-O-U-B-L-E. I was a little bitty baby when my papa hit the skids. Mama had a time trying to raise 9 kids. She told me not to stare 'cause it was important life. She did the best she could to try to raise me right. But mama never told me about nothing like a Y-O-U. That your mama must have been another good-looking honey too. Hey, hey, good L-O-O-K-I-N-G. Well, I smell T-R-O-U-B-L-E. Well, you're sweet talking, sexy walking, honky talking, baby. The men are gonna love you and the women gonna hate you, reminding them of everything they're never gonna be. Maybe the beginning of a World War III, 'cause the world ain't ready for nothing like a Y-O-U. I bet your mama must have been another good-looking mama too. Hey, say hey, good L-O-O-K-I-N-G. Well, I smell T-R-O-U-B-L-E. I say hey.
Thank you very much there, Corey. That was Corey Holden from Cobram, Victoria. That was Have a Break Pop, owned by Robert Watchhorn. So Have a Break Pop that we got to see right there. That was a gelding side by Kit Kat Sugar out of My Pop's Jewel Ray. Well, a round of applause for all those competitors in the Open Futurity go round number 2, ladies and gentlemen.